tackle the sixth module titled Security in Hotel Rooms. No one wanted to be harmed in any means and ways. Like the guest who comes to a particular hotel arrive with an understanding that he or she and his or her belongings both will be safe and secure during his or her stay at the hotel. Not only the guests, but at the same time, it is also quite important that the hotel staff and assets are protected and secured. Security issues. One of the most critical issues in managing the hotels is the safety and security of guests, staff, assets, as well as the food environment. The main reasons are the change brought about the forces and pressures that are involved in operation in hotel establishments. The in and out of different people from different nationalities and having different cultures affected by the external and internal hotel operations. It is the moral and legal responsibility of a hotel to protect its guests and their property against threats posed by human beings with a conscious intent to harm them. The security department of the hotel is responsible for the overall security of the building, in-house guests, visitors, daily users, and their employees. Providing security in the hospitality industry is the broad task of protecting people and assets. Underneath the people, there is guests who are very important in every lodging establishment. Without them, the accommodation sector will never survive, thus the care for them is very vital. When the guest is on the hotel premises, they should always feel secure. Hotel security is crucial for the guest safety and well-being. This includes surveillance system, trained personnel, keycard access, and secure communal points. These measures deter potential criminal activities, respond to emergencies, and limit access to authorized guests. Second is employee. Management is generally not liable for workers' personal property, but they must take precautions to guarantee the safety of their employees. This can be managed and achieved through effective hiring practices, management practices, human resources, and operational policies. Some measures and standards that hotel employ is background checking of selected applicants, spot checking of lockers and locker rooms, and implementation of policies related of the employee's entrance to and exit from hotel work assets. Hotel security is essential for safeguarding cash, valuables, and property, ensuring guest safety and preserving financial integrity. Implementing effective safety measures such as security cameras, secured safes, and well-trained personnel could deter theft and damage. Could also enhance the overall experience and foster guest loyalty, which may lead to promoting return visits and favorable word-of-mouth recommendation. When you think the physical size of any hospitality operation and the extent of the activities that takes place, the issues of protecting the two primary players, the people and the assets, are becoming the major responsibility. Major security considerations include number 1, emergency evacuation, which is crucial for ensuring guest safety during situations such as bomb threats, fires, natural calamities, and etc. Security personnel are trained to implement evacuational plans, guiding guests to exit efficiently and helping them to calm down. Second is theft. It is a primary concern of the hotels, which often handle a large amount of cash and valuables. Security measures such as surveillance cameras, electronic access control, and trained personnel are employed to monitor the guest activities. Third is security staffing. Effective security staffing is crucial for maintaining a safe environment. A well-trained security team can respond quickly to an incident, conduct regular patrols, and serve as a visible deterrent to crimes. Fourth is suspicious people. Monitoring for suspicious individual is an essential part of the hotel security. Security staff are trained to recognize behavior that may indicate potential threat, such as loiterer and overly inquisitive behavior. Fifth is controlling access for restricted areas, such as staff-only zones, storage rooms, and security offices that are helps to protect the hotel's sensitive information and valuable assets. Sixth, addressing disturbances, such as loud noises and altercation that are vital to maintain peaceful environment. Security personnel are trained to assess situations quickly and intervene appropriately, whether through conflict resolution technique and contacting local law enforcement. 7 is effective financial control and record-keeping practices that are essential to prevent fraud and ensure accuracy of transactions. Security measures include monitoring cash handling procedure, auditing financial record, and implementing systems to track expenses and revenue. Developing a security system. Any security system should have prevention as a primary objective, although not all potential crimes are preventable. The involvement of the staff in identifying potential security issues and developing procedures is encouraged because they will most likely be the first to spot the problem, follow the procedures, be the one to implement and report the incident. A well-planned and effective security system in a hotel encompasses of several key elements. Number 1 is written procedure. It provides clear and consistent framework for security protocols. This documents outline specific actions for various situations such as theft, emergencies, and evacuations. Second is staff training in prevention and procedures. Training staff for both preventive measures and response protocol is essential for security system effectiveness. This involves educating employees on recognizing potential threats, following emergency procedures, and using security systems. Third is regular review of existing systems. Regular review of security systems helps to identify vulnerabilities and areas for improvement. This process involves assessing the effectiveness of the current protocols, updating technology, and considering new threats. Fourth is clearly defined lines of authority. Establishing clear lines of authority ensures a structured response during emergencies. This means designating specific individuals or teams responsible for decision-making and actions during security situations. Fifth is reporting and accountability procedures after a robbery. Implementing a reporting and accountability procedures after a robbery is crucial for understanding what happened and preventing future incidents. This includes documenting events, gathering witness statements, and analyze the response. These procedures not only aid in recovering losses but also help to refine security strategies and ensures accountability among staff. Bomb threat procedures. Number 1 is receiving the threats. It is generally believed that actual bombers are quite specific with details when they make a bomb threat. However, having received this, attempt to gain as much as information about the threat as possible, such as type of bomb, locations, time due to explode, caller's name, and reasons for planting the bomb. Also, listen carefully to the voice and follow instructions. Then report immediately to management that the threat has been received and alert the police and fire department. Hotel must know how to act when receiving a bomb threat, which is crucial for several reasons. Number 1 is safety of guests and staff. Knowing the correct procedures can significantly reduce panic and confusion. 2 is effective communications. Clear protocols helps to ensure that information is communicated effectively to all the parties involved, such as security personnel, law enforcement, and the guests. Third is quick response. Having a detailed action plans allows for a swift response, which is essential for emergencies.
Number 2, the search. In the event of a potential threat, the search process begins. This may involve either a partial or a complete examination of the premises, depending on the severity of the situation. Approach the search systematically, focusing first on easily accessible areas. Start from the ground level and methodically work your way up to the higher surfaces, ensuring no corner is overlooked. If you encounter a suspicious package or any object that appears to be a bomb, do not engage with it. Instead, promptly report your findings to the designated authority. Clear and swift communication is essential to facilitate an effective response and ensure everyone's safety. Number 3, the evacuation. Evacuations should occur in an orderly fashion, much like a fire drill. It's important for everyone to remain calm to avoid panic, which can lead to confusion and hinder the evacuation process. Participants should follow established protocols using designated exit routes that have been planned ahead of time. As individuals leave the building, they should refrain from using elevators, opting instead for stairways to ensure a safe and efficient exit. Once outside, everyone should proceed to a predetermined assembly point where they can gather and await further instructions. This organized approach helps ensure that all individuals are accounted for and minimizes the risk of injury during the evacuation. Theft. Theft and pilferage are common concerns in any department, with employee theft especially costly. While many businesses address theft after it occurs, they often lack prevention strategies. A solid approach involves tracking assets like cash, food, and equipment through audits, ordering controls, access restrictions, and strong accounting systems. External theft, including guest theft or robberies, is also a risk. Clear policies and proactive strategies can greatly reduce theft and improve overall security. Robbery prevention strategy. Number 1. A written detailed description of all valuable property. Maintain a detailed written inventory of all valuable items to facilitate identification and recovery in case of theft. Number 2. An alarm system. Install a reliable alarm system to detect unauthorized access and deter potential robbers. Number 3. Effective lighting and other security aids, for example, closed-circuit television monitors. Ensure effective lighting and surveillance systems, like CCTV cameras, to monitor key areas and discourage criminal activity. Number 4. Staff training. Regularly train staff on security protocols, recognizing suspicious behavior and proper actions during an emergency. Number 5. A standard procedure for the recovery of the property removed by guests from guest rooms. Establish a standard process for recovering items taken by guests, ensuring clear guidelines and accountability. Number 6. A procedure for transfer of money around the hotel. Implement secure and discreet methods for transferring cash within the hotel to reduce vulnerability during transactions. Number 7. A standard procedure for staff to observe in the event of a robbery. Equip staff with a clear plan to follow during a robbery to ensure their safety and protect property. Number 8. A reporting and accountability procedure after a robbery. Set up a procedure for reporting robberies to authorities. Document the event and reviewing staff actions to improve future responses. Security staffing. The need for security personnel in a hotel or establishment depends largely on various factors such as the size, layout, services provided, location, and available resources. Larger or more complex properties may require specialized security staff to ensure adequate protection, while smaller or simpler facilities might manage with vigilant regular staff. Although it is crucial for all employees to be trained in recognizing and responding to potential security issues, there are circumstances where the expertise of dedicated security personnel is necessary. These professionals bring specialized knowledge, training, and experience in dealing with security threats, thereby providing an additional layer of safety and protection for both guests and staff. Options include number 1, in-house security department. This involves employing a dedicated security team that is part of the hotel staff. They are familiar with the property, its operations, and specific security needs. Number 2, contract services. External security personnel are hired from a third-party company to provide protection services, offering flexibility without the long-term commitment of maintaining in-house staff. Number 3, security company patrols. A security company conducts regular patrols of the property at scheduled intervals, offering a cost-effective solution for monitoring without full-time security staff. Before the decisions can be made, the following must be considered. Number 1. Likely effectiveness. Consider how well each security option will protect the property based on its specific needs, layout, and potential threats. Number 2. Training. Evaluate the level of security training required or already provided, ensuring staff are equipped to handle emergencies and prevent incidents. Number 3. Expertise. The knowledge and experience of security personnel should match the complexity of the facility's security requirements. Number 4. Financial resources available. Choose security options that fit within the budget while still providing sufficient protection, balancing costs and coverage. Number 5. Physical demands. Consider the physical requirements of the job, such as patrolling large areas or managing crowds, and ensure the staff are capable of meeting these demands.
Suspicious people. Hotel security is a complex topic that depends on personnel and management's ability to recognize and deal with suspicious people in addition to physical security measures, like locks and surveillance systems. Hotels by definition have public spaces that are accessible to both guests and non-guests, such as lobbies, restaurants, and hallways. Even where the great majority of persons in these spaces are there for valid purposes, occasionally, someone may raise suspicions. Due to the fact that numerous locations are open to public, hotels confront particular challenges. Personnel working at the hotel, visitors, and other people, there could be suspects. Hotels employees need to be on the lookout for anyone who might be acting suspiciously or who doesn't seem right. Sustaining general security and guest safety depends on this attentiveness. Those who stimulate suspicions may exhibit a number of assenting behaviors, such as hanging around for an apparent reason, breaking into places that are off limits, or being tense or unstable. People who appear suspicious, no matter how innocent they may seem, should never be disregarded in hospitality situations, where public access is generally unlimited, say security experts. What to do about a suspicious individual? The first thing a staff member should do is notify management or supervisor if they feel uneasy or unclear about someone's behavior or presence. This guarantees that individuals with greater experience can evaluate and circumstances. The hospitality industry safety guidelines underscore the importance of staff elevating issues to senior officials instead of acting independently. Number 2, according to hospitality rules, offering assistance can be a non-confrontational technique to assess someone's intentions if the staff member feels safe and the person's behavior isn't outwardly hostile. A suspicious person could occasionally just be disoriented or in need of assistance. By approaching them and extending a kind offer of help, you can learn why they are here. Interaction is often a simple and effective way to determine whether someone is out of place or acting suspiciously. 3. It is not advised to ignore that person. Rather, the employee should quietly track their acts and movements. This can assist in determining whether the individual is involved in questionable behavior, such as attempting to enter prohibited areas, hanging around guest rooms, or acting strangely when interacting with other visitors. Clear observation is critical in assessing potential threats without causing alarm or making premature accusations. 4. If more action is required, noting that person's look, attire, behavior, and whereabouts can provide important information. For security teams or law enforcement, this information is frequently crucial in case a follow-up investigation is necessary. Access control. One of the most important aspects of hotel security management is access control. It limits access to specific hotel areas, protecting visitors, employees, and property. By strategically implementing access control mechanisms, everyone can work in a safer environment by reducing the likelihood of theft, unlawful entry, and accidents. First bullet, restrict access to ensure safety and security. Controlling access to different areas of the hotel, such as the guest rooms, employee-only areas, and public areas like restaurants or bars, is the main goal of access control in hotels. By limiting access to designated areas to only authorized individuals and visitors, effective access control systems contribute to the upkeep of a secure environment. Restricting access, according to studies on hotel security, lowers the risk of theft, enhances visitor safety, and aids in the prevention of other misbehavior or criminal activity. Second bullet is tools of access control. Access control mechanisms include keys, locks, monitoring systems, and physical barriers. These tools are implemented not only to restrict access, but also to monitor who enters and exits the premises. For instance, keycards can be programmed to provide specific access to different areas, ensuring that staff can only enter areas necessary for their roles. Surveillance systems and physical barriers like fences or door locks further enhance security. The third bullet, preventing accidents and ensuring safety. Occupational health and safety, or OHS, is another important aspect that access control plays in preserving. Hotels ensure the safety of their visitors by limiting access to locations that may pose hazards. Unsupervised guests may come into contact with hazardous materials or equipment. For instance, if they enter a kitchen or maintenance area. The last bullet is familiarity with restricted areas and procedures. It is imperative that all hotel employees receive training on identifying restricted locations and the appropriate practices for giving or refusing entry. They ought to be informed about the protocols in place for handling access violations. Maintaining safety and security in the event of unwanted access is aided by prompt action, such as notifying security or closing of the area. Security. The security of both the guests and their valuables is the responsibility of the hotel. Even if the guest is off property, hotels implement various measures to ensure the safety and security of their guests, as well as the protection of valuables left in the room. This safety can be assisted in a number of ways. 1. Advise the guests of security options of their valuables. Hotels must advise visitors about the security measures in place to protect their belongings. This can include guidelines for using the hotel safety deposit boxes, recommendation for opening the in-room safes, and tips for locking doors and windows. 2. Lighting in all public access areas. Good lighting in public access areas will lit parking lots, entrances, and corridors discourage will-be vulgars and facilitate safe passage for visitors. Areas with good lighting enhance security and facilitate activity, monitoring with the use of surveillance equipment. 3. Strict key control procedures. To stop unwanted access, hotels need to put strict key control processes in place. This entails employing electronic key systems with audit trails, monitoring the distribution and receipt of keys, and making sure that misplaced or stolen keys are quickly deactivated. 4. Lock, chains, latches. In addition to standard locks, extra security measures like chains and latches are recommended. They offer an additional degree of protection, making visitors feel more at ease in their lodgings. Modern locks are frequently smart or electronic locks, which have the potential to be more secure than conventional keys. Safety deposit boxes. There is a wide range of safety deposit systems available in hotels, ranging from self-serve in-room safes for visitors to more secure choices like dual key systems, where the front desk has one key and the guest keeps the other. As an alternative, visitors can decide to leave valuables for safety at the reception. The objective is to guarantee the security of visitors' personal belongings with limited access, regardless of the system. First bullet, guests can conveniently and safely keep their valuables in their in-room safes. A high degree of control and personal protection is provided by the ability for guests to create their own access codes and retrieve their possessions as needed. The last bullet, the most popular front desk system requires visitors to sign a form outlining the hotel's obligations and specify the items they have stored, as well as place their valuables in a secure safety deposit box. To give a clear record of the transaction and the hotel's limited liability, this form is signed and dated.
Keys and locks are crucial in ensuring guest privacy, safety, and security. They also play an essential role in protecting the assets of hotel operations. A well-organized key and lock system is the foundation of a secure hotel environment. Strict control of issuing keys to authorized personnel only, along with established procedures for changing locks when necessary, are important crime prevention tools that minimize risk to both guests and the property. The introduction of computer-generated plastic key cards with a magnetic strip for guest room access has further enhanced security measures. These modern key cards have significantly contributed to a reduction in theft from guest rooms, as lost or stolen cards can be easily deactivated. However, despite these advancements, magnetic key cards are not entirely crime-proof. There is still room for human error such as misplacing or mishandling cards, and the initial installation of these systems is expensive. To mitigate these vulnerabilities and protect both people and assets, a few simple measures can be put in place. Regular staff training on the importance of key management, monitoring of key issuance, and ensuring the proper functioning of locks are all effective strategies to enhance hotel security. Additionally, consistent auditing of key control systems and addressing any issues promptly can further safeguard hotel operations. The following are the procedures that can be followed in hotels. First, when guests register, don't say the room number out loud. This prevents potential eavesdroppers from learning the guest room number, enhancing security and privacy. Number 2. When returning to the hotel, guests will usually ask for their key by room number. First, ask guests their name to check against registration before issuing the room key. This additional verification ensures that keys are only issued to the rightful guest, minimizing the risk of unauthorized access. Number 3. Don't stamp room numbers on actual keys. If a key is lost, anyone who finds it could easily gain access to the corresponding room if the number is stamped on it. Number 4. Don't identify the hotel on the key tag. This ensures that if a key is lost outside of the property, it won't be easy to trace it back to the hotel. Number 5. Change locks if keys are misplaced or stolen. Immediate action ensures that the lost key cannot be used to access the room, further protecting guest security. Number 6. Never issue a master key to a guest. Master keys provide access to multiple rooms, and giving one to a guest could lead to significant security risks. Number 7. Lock all spare keys in a cupboard and restrict access to the cupboard. Securing spare keys helps prevent unauthorized individuals from gaining access to multiple rooms. Number 8. Introduce a system for signing out and signing in keys issued to staff. This helps maintain accountability and track who has access to keys at any given time. Lastly, at checkout, ask the guest for the key. Recovering the key prevents it from being reused or lost, ensuring tighter control over room security. Other security measures. Security issues can arise in the most unexpected places within hotel operations. To effectively manage this risk, it is essential to implement comprehensive security measures such as: first, check signature on credit cards against the signature on the voucher or docket. This prevents fraudulent transactions by ensuring that the person making the payment is the authorized card holder. Second, issue identity cards with a picture to staff. Visible identification for employees enhances security by ensuring that only authorized personnel have access to restricted areas and reducing the risk of impersonation. Number 4. Conduct regular physical checks of the premises. Routine inspections help to identify potential security risks such as unlocked doors or malfunctioning surveillance equipment, ensuring that any vulnerabilities are addressed promptly. Number 5. Screen tradespeople before given access to restricted areas. Vetting external workers prevents unauthorized access to sensitive areas, protecting both guests and property from potential security breaches. These additional measures work together to create a secure environment and reduce the likelihood of security incidents. A disturbance refers to any event or occurrence that disrupts the normal flow of activities within an organization, particularly in a hotel setting. These incidents can range from minor, non-offensive encounters to serious situations that pose significant risk to health, safety, and security. Some likely disturbances include: first, unruly behavior in a public place or a guest group. This can cause discomfort or danger to other guests, requiring immediate attention to de-escalate the situation. Second, attempt to break into a guest room or car. Such incidents represents a direct threat to the security of guests and their belongings, demanding a swift security response. Third, intoxicated people. Individuals under the influence of alcohol or drugs can become disruptive and pose a risk to themselves and others, necessitating careful handling. Fourth, loud arguments. Arguments, whether between guests or staff, can disturb the peace and escalate into violence if not managed promptly. Fifth, violence. Any physical altercation or aggressive behavior must be addressed quickly to ensure the safety of all guests and staff. 6. Emergencies. Natural disasters, medical situations, or other urgent incidents require a well-coordinated response to protect lives and property. Accidents. Injuries or other unexpected incidents may disrupt normal operations, requiring immediate medical attention and investigation. Vandalism. Damage to hotel property not only causes financial loss but also impacts the overall guest experience, highlighting the need for surveillance and timely intervention. Overall, proper protocols should be in place to address and manage these disturbances effectively, ensuring the safety and well-being of guests and staff alike.